Hello, the Bushes is here again. Man, I'm excited to do episode number 2. I can't even tell you how much I've been thinking and planning, and man, I am so excited for this. Let's jump in here. As you can see, I'm still in survivals, creating in survival. I'm going in difficulty hard. That's the way we're gonna play. All right, last episode I left off with villagers and I explained how to get them if you didn't have them. So if you don't know how to get a villager and you don't have any, then check out the episode before this, episode 1, and I'll explain to you how you do that. I even might make a short, quick video of me actually turning one, but that's down the road. We're gonna jump in. I've been doing a lot of work since I was on last time. Last time I had one villager. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. I finally found a second zombie villager, and I changed him into a villager and got him in here. And my breeding system, man, it worked well. I actually I'm at cap with villagers. There's only so many you can have in an area, and I'm at cap, so they're actually not making any more villagers. But again, I closed all the holes because this is basically just going to be a trap for right now. I'm going to save these villagers in it. I have all the villagers that I want, other than a couple right here, and we are going to we're going to put one of these villagers into my iron golem farm, because that's what I've been working on, is an iron golem farm. To me, that's the first thing I need, because man, I just need lots and lots of iron. I need it for hoppers, I need it for rail, I need it for just so many things. And so iron golem farm is my first priority. And then we will go from there. But from last episode, all I had was a couple farms and this little village breeder. That's all I had. And as you look around, you can realize that there's a roof over my head. So what I've done here is I really like this location. It's on the edge of this kind of like, not an island, but it's on the edge of kind of like this tip. And so I wanted to raise the land, so that's what I did. I raised everything up, and we're going to go up there in just a second. I'm going to show you around. But I'm building an iron golem farm, and I wanted that iron golem farm inside this plains. And it has to be in a plains, it has to be in a savanna, it has to be in a desert. It has to be somewhere where villages can take part or be. And so I made it here, and this is the spot, and I raised it up, and we'll go up and check it out. I think it's pretty sweet. But we are going to finish this iron golem farm today together. I'm going to kind of show you the main parts. This is really not a hard farm to make, and I'm going to show you that, and we're going to get some hoppers here. Basically, the iron golems are going to fall from up there. They're going to spawn up there, and they're going to fall down here, and we're going to trap them, and we're going to kill them, and we're going to collect all their goodies. So what we want to do is put a chest there, and you can do this many ways. You can create piping system and pipe this somewhere else. That's what I will eventually do, but for right now, we're just going to let it collect right here in this chest. But we're going to do more work down the road. So first of all, you want to place a chest right outside of this 4x4 box, and that is always going to be your start for your golem farm. A golem farm is going to be a 20x20 space. It's a really easy farm to make, and it's just, there's probably other ways of doing it, but I feel like this is just the stereotypical golem farm, but it's the best one, at least that I've experienced, that works for me. So we're going to put 2 hoppers going into that chest right there. And then we are going to, do I have signs? I don't have signs, we'll make some. We are going to glass up this little area right there, so nothing can fall in. And then we are going to put a few more hoppers right here, going into those hoppers and going into those hoppers. And what I'm going to do is the golem is going to fall down here, and it's going to be trapped in this little space. But actually, before we do this, I got to do something here. I need some signs, so I'm gonna go make some signs real fast. I thought I made those. Let's see here. And signs. What do we need? Got them. Okay, so that should be enough. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna hop down in this hole for a second, and I'm gonna need to get rid of a couple things here. So we are gonna glass one level down, because iron golem is 3 blocks tall. We want to kill him, so we're gonna keep the lava at his head level, which is the 3rd block, and in that way it won't burn the iron that drops. And so we are going to Let's get some lava here. I got all my lava. Let's get these guys in here just like this. We're gonna put some signs up right here, because that's the third block right there. That's where we're gonna want our lava. I'm gonna put signs on both sides. You don't have to use 4 things of lava. I just like everything symmetrical. You can use 1 piece just like that, but I'm gonna do a piece in every corner just because that's the way I like to do things. Okay, and then you have to do that before you put the hoppers in, otherwise you can't get in there, you get trapped. So I just do that just like that, and now we're gonna put our hoppers in. Let's go ahead and drop these hoppers. Let's get rid of these buckets. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put those 2 hoppers in. What? We lost the hopper. It must be in the other hopper. Hold on, it's probably in this chest. There it is. So we're gonna put this final guy in here and we're gonna close this up. So right there. Let's get some dirt. And we still got glass on. All right. So we're gonna close this guy here, and then we are gonna close this. So our iron killer, this is super simple, and this works amazing. This is perfect. This is exactly what you want right here. You can I've done it in other worlds where you make a trail and water pushes the iron golem and yada yada. You can do that, but this right here is really all you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and go upstairs, and let's take a look. So we'll just go to the top of the iron golem farm. This is how the iron golem farm, this is where the iron golems are gonna spawn. They're gonna spawn right here in this water thing, and the water channels are going to push them right down into that hole. They'll fall, they'll stand there in that lava, and the lava will kill them, and we will collect their resources. Now, you have villagers all the way around this iron golem farm, and we're gonna drop one in here in a second together. I'm gonna show you how I get them in there. I use tracks. I think tracks are the best way, the easiest way, and the fastest way. If you've got a better way, then, you know, that's awesome. I've tried a lot of things, and I have a lot of success with this, so that's what I do. Now, I use a lot of power tracks, and I recommend, you're gonna have to use some because you gotta get them up here. But we can get into that. I can show you how to make track, because gold is a hard resource to get in the beginning, and it's just a hard resource to get, period. Even the farms are crazy to go into the nether and make big gold farms and all that kind of business. We might do that down the road. Anyway, so this is the track we're gonna get. We need 1 villager, and that villager needs to drop right in over there. So let's go down here and let's get him. And I'm gonna show you how I trap them. And again, I'm showing you what I've learned over the years and what I find the easiest to do these things. So again, I showed you this trap before. They fall in here. Before, there was a bunch of holes here with glass, and the babies would fall in there. They go in here, they become big, they grow, they come up here, and they drop. All right? Now, I've watched videos on guys trying to catch these things, and man, a lot of guys, I would think you could figure out a better way. Well, I think this is a pretty good way to do it. It works really efficient for me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. See that turns power, and I'm going to push it at him right there. We're gonna try it again. There he is. And we're gonna turn this off for a second. So this is my last villager. It's that simple. It's not hard. You can push it either direction. It'll go in there and you'll get him and it'll pull him right out of there. Now we're just gonna turn this. We're gonna send him right up there. He's gonna drop right in that hole because I already had it set up to do that. And we'll just climb right here. He'll probably already be in there. Oh, there he goes. And there he falls. So he falls in like that. Now we're just gonna go over here. Basically, we just got to clean this up because you don't want all this dirt up here. I just put this here in order to make this track so they can't get anywhere. But we're gonna close this up here in a second. I'm not gonna do all this right now, but I want to close these up at least. I don't want no mobs getting in here and getting to my villagers because that's just bad, and I'm gonna have to do it all over again, and it takes a while, and I'll just be angry, be grumpy about that. So anyways, I'm gonna box these guys in here. Now he's still in that cart, and I'm gonna show you how I get that out of there. As soon as I get this last piece. All right, so what I got going on here is I got villagers, and right now there's glass, but eventually I can break that glass. I put it there just for the sake that they couldn't escape. But you'll be able to trade to these villagers as well. even though this won't be my main trading hub, there's villagers in here that I have a feeling are going to have things that I probably am going to want and need. Now we are going to need to put a bunch of doors in these sections right here. I left them open on purpose because right now I have it set up. I have all my doors above my villager farm, and so right here is where my village is saying it is. So in a second we're going to move it into here, so the village will become this thing and the iron golems will start spawning in there. But before we do that, we have to finish this bottom half, and I saved this because I wanted you to be able to see me finishing this. So to get to this villager, you just do that right there, and you can grab that cart and he can't escape, and just block that back up. I think I might have them on all of them, so I'm gonna get all of these carts so I don't have to do this later. Get the last one, and we are done. Now we are. Ooh, think about that. Now let's see here. So we're not gonna block this all the way up yet because I need to get out of here. I got lava down here, and we don't want to fall in there. So we're gonna need water. You're gonna need 2 buckets, and you are going to take these 2 buckets, and this is real easy to do. Now these lights will all go right with this. Oh, it's getting dark. Let's go sleep. I just do not want to mess with creepers right now. Seriously, do not. All right. All these horses, I'm in a plane, so they've just been randomly wandering in here, and I just keep grabbing them and putting them there. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them all. I might make something cool for the horses later. So now that is day, we're going to run back up here. We're going to finish this. I want to get this guy on so you guys can see this thing in action and see how awesome this iron golem farm really is. So we're going to place water right there, and you're going to place water 2 blocks over, and then you can refill right from the middle of it. And we're just going to continue around the side. Just continue to place this water. And man, I'm going to show you, after this, I'm going to show you where I put my villagers and kind of the plans that I have. I'm going to talk about what the future projects are going to be. I just wanted to finish this iron golem fall. I could have finished this off camera, but I wanted you to see some of these things just for your own knowledge. You know, that part of YouTubing for me and doing this is to teach others how to be creative and how to just utilize to the best in things that I personally love. The creativity of this game, and the sky's the limit, really, and that's why I play it. It's probably why you play it. It's probably even why you're watching this video. Anyways, so we're gonna wrap this guy up. We are almost done here. Got a couple more buckets to do, and we'll have a constant water flow. Just like so. And then what you're going to want to do is you only put those 3 blocks down for reference. And they just, they basically, I don't know, you just do it that way. They'll make the water flow perfectly. I don't really know the full why, but I know that when you do it like that, it flows perfectly. And just place 1 thing of water right there in the corner. Right above, and you don't want to do it below. Make sure you don't do it to the bottom part, because if you do it to the bottom part, you're gonna have to do it all over again, and getting the water out of here is a pain in the rear. So right above, 1 bucket. And this water supply is almost finished. 1 more bucket. Fill it up 1 more last time here, and we're just gonna get right on out of here. Because, again, I don't want to stay inside this little guy here. Now I need some blocks. Alright. So we're going to put some blocks there for a second. We're going to place our last water source. I'm going to refill again. And then I'm going to close this up. All right, so our water is flowing. Our water is flowing on both sides. All right, so first of all, we got to stop our villager farm because right now, this right here, these doors, is telling this village that this is the center of my village, and I want the center of my village to be in the middle of that golem farm. So we got to take down these doors, and then we're gonna put up new doors, and it should switch everything. So let's go ahead and just dig this guy out of here. I cannot wait to get a better. Cannot wait to get a better axe, a nice diamond efficiency axe. It'd be wonderful. I just haven't got a villager that gives me one yet, so we're just gonna keep trying for that. Now I'm not gonna tear down this villager farm at all. In fact, I'm gonna showcase it, and I got some plans for it. I'm gonna make it really cool looking, and we're gonna keep those guys in there. I might expand it a little, make it a little bigger, but you know, I built some of those farms, and those farms are really only there to get started so I can have a little bit of resources to trade and yada yada. I don't really need them anymore, or I won't, because I'm going to build automatic farms. But I'm going to leave some of it just to remember where I started, and I'll show you here in a second. I showcased one of the farms because I just thought it looked cool, and so I did that right over here. I showcased this farm, and I'm just going to leave it like this, and I think this will be kind of cool when you walk down here, and I'm going to kind of do the same to the villagers right over there, and I like that. But this is my iron golem farm, and you know, this is just a stereotypical farm. It's not the best looking build, but I'm trying real hard to make it look cool, and I'm gonna work on the top, but I really like how it's turning out, like the colors and all that kind of stuff. So let's start getting these doors in here. So we're just going to come up here just like this. Have a little issue here. All right, we're gonna get these doors just like so, just like so. Oh man, you eat. All right, so let's get these doors on in here. Get that guy, that guy. That guy, that guy, and that guy. Just like so. Get these guys. We got one side left after this one. So this should turn on my iron golem farm pretty quick, and hopefully we'll be able to witness an iron golem farming or falling in here. So let's get these guys in here. Now I've fudged with this, and I find that eight doors on each side is all you need for this to function properly, and you need 10 villagers. And I put 3 on 2 sides and 2 on the other sides, as you can see. And I didn't finish this side because I was gonna finish those stairs just to show you kind of how I did that, and so you could do this in your own world, or you know, just showing you little tricks you can do to be creative. You know, make just little details really help builds a lot. So what I did is just half slabs. I just wrap them around from the wall to the sides just like this, creating a step system. And then what else I do is I take a jack-o'-lantern. Just because they're cheap, I don't have tons of glowstone. If I was in creative, I'd use glowstone, but I don't. So I make a lot of pumpkins, and you just line them under here. And all this does is just gives your stairs kind of a glow. And stairs and half slabs and stuff, these are kind of like transparent blocks, like light seeps through them. So you can use light behind them and make cool effects. And I highly recommend it. I think it takes your builds to another level, and really just adds kind of a beauty, especially at night. These stairs just look awesome. So you just wrap just like that. It's pretty easy. At least that's how I did this set, and I think it looks pretty nice. We got to get that dirt off of there. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this episode, but anyway, so get all these doors picked up. We are gonna get this out of here. I'm gonna clean this junk up, but we're gonna do that off camera, I think. And let's see if we got anything spawning down here. Got all our villagers in. This is looking good. Oh, look at there, look at there. Oh man, good timing. See, this thing is amazing. This is just literally incredible. So there's the first money we made, right there. Those guys. Let's I'm gonna take them. We're gonna showcase the first money we ever made. Anyways, I'm gonna stick those in here, I think. All right, so you know, I've been thinking. I got lots of ideas. I got lots of cool things in the work. Now I got iron flowing. We are going to be able to start expanding a lot. Now there is just amazing water around this area. And as you can see, I raised it up quite a bit, and I'm going to put some detail into this rocking around the sides eventually, but for right now, I think it is what it is. But I just really wanted to kind of barricade this area and make it where, one, mobs can't get in here, and two, intruders can't get in here either. So we'll figure out some kind of a security system to get down possibly and make some docking and all that kind of stuff, because I got some ideas to do out there. But this big water space out here, man, I got a killer idea for this space, and I cannot wait to create it. And it's going to take some time, and it's going to take some serious work, but when it's done, I think it's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a farm of sorts, and I always like doing things extreme, and I like doing things that I don't want time and energy to stop me from creating something. So if my mind can think it up, I will try to find a way to do it. And all that to say, I got something awesome planned for that, and I think you're going to like it. Now, if you remember in the episode before this, I showed you these areas, and again, it was just kind of a mess, and I raised this all up, but I talked about building my city up in here, and I'm still doing that. And I went through this whole area. As you can see, there's torches literally everywhere. I lit up everything because, man, I hate mobs. I hate creepers. Creepers are, seriously, they're the most aggravating thing ever. Anything that destroys my creation, I just don't like it, including trolls. But anyways, so I have this lit up here, but this is where the start of my world is going to be, and I think I'm going to make my house on top of that. Which I think is going to be pretty cool. And it's getting dark again, and that means monsters are about to happen. I'm in hard, so I don't want to mess with them. So this is my original starting space, and I never showed you this in the beginning. I didn't show you this spot, but this is where I originally started. When I got here, I dug in the wall and I found this, and this is where I entered the nether to get my blaze rods and where I built my potions and all that kind of stuff. For some reason, I didn't come here in the first episode, but this is my starting position, and I don't really come here too often anymore, other than to go down to my mine, because I built my mine right here. And so anyways, this is where I started. This right here, guys, this is a rail generator. And I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. These are incredible, okay? Gold and some resources, they're just hard to come by. And this guy right here, man, this is incredible. And you flip this switch, this guy just gets going crazy like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to need... it doesn't work for normal rails. It only works for the powered rails. The activator rails, the powered rails, protector rail. You just put one of these power rails. What you're going to do is all you do is stand right here and just hold the button down and just start sticking them right here. Now what happens is that sticky piston pulls this, and I think between the two of them, at some reason, it replicates it, and so it just keeps making these over and over and over again. And literally, look at that. I had 6, now I have 40 something. You literally just make as many as you need. And when it comes to the rail system, I'm going to build a train depot, and I'm going to build some serious tracks. I'm going to need a lot of these. And so this device, building one of these is amazing. And I'll show you down the road how I built this and the redstones you're going to need to do to create it yourself. It's not difficult at all. It's a real simple thing to build. You don't need much at all. But anyways, back out here. I'm going to show you this the space a little more. I brought my villagers up here, and right now they're being stored in here, and I have them stored inside these things so mobs can't get to them and kill them. But anyways, these guys are going to become my trading hub, and these guys are incredible. These are, I said this last video, these guys, villagers, are the thing you need the most in this game, in my opinion. These guys will give you all the resources of all the hard things that is to get at at a trade, and emeralds become infinite. Like, you will have so many emeralds when I show you my system of how I traded these guys. You'll never run out of emeralds. All you got to do is make a few farms, and you literally will have emeralds for days, and then you'll have all the glowstone you need. You'll have enchanting books. You'll have diamond gear. You'll have all the stuff you need, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, right here's, this is looking sweet, guys. I've only been at this for like 3 days. This is 3 days of building, okay? Now, when I actually get into building, when I get a little farm going and I have the resources to build, that's when my mind is going to go nuts, because right now I'm having to do a lot of work on getting the stuff that I need. And I don't mind mining and all that kind of stuff. I'll do it. I will. I do it all the time, but I try to find convenient ways. I guess my dad always taught me work smarter, not harder. And so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to be smart. We're going to figure out cool things. So the views up here, dude, are insane. This is gonna be the coolest place for a freaking house, and this is where we're gonna live. This is gonna be my house. This is what I'm gonna build. This is going to be incredible, guys. I told you this location was key, and man, I think in the first video I went back and watched it, and it didn't look that key, but I'm telling you, this location is hot, and these views are incredible. That ocean is incredible. There's also an underwater temple, like right out there. And in one of these episodes, we are gonna go in there. We're gonna explore it. We're gonna see what it has. I've never gone into one in survival, so we're gonna experience that together. These views are incredible. There's water everywhere. All right, so back down here, the very last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade to villagers just a little bit. I want to give you a taste of how awesome these guys really are. My wealth of knowledge in this game is insane, guys. I have so much knowledge. I have it all trapped upside my head, and you watch my videos, and I guarantee you're going to learn something. I guarantee it, because I have a lot to give. We're going to run down here. I need to clear my inventory, because I just got a bunch of crap in here right now that I don't want. Where do we do it? Where do we do it? So let's get rid of it. Right here, we're gonna keep my sword just in case some random creeper decides to poke his head out somewhere and destroy or ruin my day. Let's see here. Put that back in here. We got food. The rest, we can keep the rest of that stuff. So what we're gonna want here, and again, I don't have carrots because I haven't found any yet. But let's take a full row of pumpkins. And I don't have melons. I haven't found any melons yet, which is okay. Let's take this wheat here. I don't need all that wheat. Let's leave a couple. And let's take some potatoes. Now, the more of these farming resources you got, the better off you are, because when sometimes a villager runs out of stuff, and then you need something else to trade him, and then once you trade him a little bit of something different, then he will reset and give you new stuff again. And so that's why you want lots of different farms. You don't want just one, because eventually that guy is going to run out of that one particular thing. Now, I only have one farmer villager, and you don't need more than that, really. You really don't. Now you're going to get in here, so I want to show you this. This guy, this is the best villager in the game, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says. This guy right here will give you everything, and the reason is because food is easy to grow. Anybody can do it. It doesn't matter what size the farm. You can all grow all this stuff. So if you can work up to have all 5 farms that it shows here, you got melons, you got pumpkins, you got carrots, you got potatoes, and you got wheat. Man, you can trade to this guy for days, and you will never run out of emeralds. Now, we don't have melons, we don't have carrots. So let's start here on the pumpkins because it's the lowest trade, and it's going to be the hardest one to get rid of. And so we're just going to literally, oops, I didn't mean to buy pie. See, he already reset. So we go in here, let's buy pumpkins again. Okay, let's stop again. All right, he reset again. So we're just going to keep on buying with our pumpkins here. And he didn't reset that time, so let's spin some wheat. And some potatoes. Who knows? Let's do both. and he's not gonna reset. So let's buy some cake. Buy a couple pieces. He's still not gonna reset. Come on, dude. Buy a couple more pieces. There he goes. He resets, and we're gonna go back to our pumpkins again. We're just gonna keep on buying. Just keep on spinning our pumpkins. He's gonna reset. Oh, he didn't reset yet. But let's just come up. We're just gonna trade this stuff because man, we got a lot of it. You know, then we're gonna wait. And I'm telling you, this is an XP farm, guys. You are gonna have so much XP, you're not gonna know what to do with it. All right, you don't need mob grinders. You don't need all that stuff. All these guys that build a lot of that stuff, it's just a waste of time. Now, I'm gonna show you efficient how to get your game going and lickety split. All right, man, he is just gonna keep resetting here. Now, you know, mob grinders, they're cool and all, and I'll probably build some down the road, but for a necessity, they just aren't. Just aren't. I mean, eventually I'm going to want a zombie, I'm going to want a skeleton farm, just because I'm going to want bones, and I'm going to want rotten flesh, and some of these other things, but for an XP grinder, man, this right here will give you so much XP, and not to mention so many emeralds. Look at my XP growing, guys. I was at 30 something, I think, when I got here. And it would just keep on doing this. And man, you can get all the food you need. I mean, look at this. I almost have 2 stacks. Now, when you have these farms automatic, guys, those chests will just fill up, so you will do nothing. You just go build, then you come back and you trade every once in a while, and then get whatever you need. I mean, emeralds become a building source at this point because you start making blocks. I mean, the sky's the limit. Farmer Villager, in my opinion, is one of the best villagers in the game, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I love blacksmith guys, you know, like, let's see what he's got to offer. Okay, we're gonna unlock him. So he's giving me, I mean, I don't give a crap about this stuff right here, but he's gonna give me diving gear here in a second. All right, here it is. That's smite. That right there, I mean, I wish it was unbreaking too, but that right there is awesome. In fact, I need one of those. This is why villagers are key. They are key. And if you don't like what they have, kill them and get a new one until you do like what they have. Like this guy, he's going to die eventually. I want a better pick than that. You can get him with Silk Touch. You can get him with, who knows? You can get him with anything, man. Just keep trying. Librarians, efficiency 4. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I mean, he's not even unlocked yet. He has 3 more books to show me. Aqua Affinity, that's awesome. Affinity for your arrows, that is awesome. These books are rad, guys. Now, I keep lots of librarians, you know, because there's lots of books in Depth Strider. I mean, this is incredible, guys. And I don't have these guys even unlocked yet. Respiration 2, I kept ones that I liked what their start was. But again, dude, we are going to have some awesome stuff. We're going to have awesome gear. We're going to have awesome enchants. And we are going to be able to do anything and everything. And I will show you how to do it. Anyways, that's it for me today, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope this is educational. Please subscribe. Please tune in, man. I'm a wealth of knowledge, and I played this game for years, and I love it. And I'm going to build some insane crap, guys. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe. Peace out.